section will be trickling on stage in a procession, and there'll be a very inobtrusive A note played in organ. Will recede in the background, and slowly everyone gets in their positions. The audience should not be aware of what's going on. And then all of a sudden this wall of sound hits them, the chorus and the organ. Gospel of St. John, that's all it says. It's very matter-of-factly, and it opens with a harmony that doesn't have a root note in the bass. It's not. It starts very open. You know, the story, the book is opening, and we end in this crunch. What was that? And you'll have to wait for the answer, because then the story just starts with something that sounds like a medieval chant, just one voice going through the words, and slowly instruments start joining. Oboe joins. And that's how but he hooks you with this huge gesture in the beginning and leaves so many questions. And you're thinking, when am I going to get that big sound again? Well, you'll wait until the very end, when he also just builds it slowly, you know, until we get the big amen at the end.
Arvo Pärt has a handful of famous orchestral pieces that get played, and they're mostly string orchestra pieces. And then certainly, like, there's plenty of choral rep that gets played on the regular, but this one, combining the two elements, you don't see it performed all that often. So, yeah, it's definitely a rare opportunity to put something like this together, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I'm feeling really excited. I'm so ready to do this. And I can't wait to have a full house to perform for. It's been really interesting to see the full production.
Places played.
Is it a different, sorry, it's very different.
Do you know where Andrew is?
Hello, Jack.
I wish the watch was going faster, so we can start.
If everyone's just acting while we're guessing.
It's always my happy day, performance day. Arvo Pärt is an Estonian composer, a very interesting phenomenon in the 20th century music. He started his compositional career with very edgy music, and then he had sort of a crisis of compositional faith and stopped composing entirely for many, many years. And then he emerged a new man, sort of a mystic force, and that was like early 1980s. And his music caught on big time, especially in Western Europe and then in the US, because it was this this brand new style of music that he developed that, to me, sounds like an updated medieval music. There's a lot of very old influences, you know, all the way to Gregorian chant and medieval and Renaissance music. But at the same time, it sounds modern, and the harmonies are, you know, you will not mistake it for medieval music. But there is a certain edge, but the edge is contained in this beautiful rounded sound, and so he came up with a completely unique a way to express oneself in music. And since then, there are many, of course, copycats, but he was the original. It's you can describe him in so many ways. He's postmodern. He's sort of putting different musical influences together. And he is looking backwards, but also creating a completely new thing. I think he's among the most popular composers, contemporary composers in the world. I think for a while he was an undisputable number one. I think I read somewhere that recently John Williams replaced him. So that's also interesting because not often the most popular composer is also one that people like me, professionals, would find deep and complex and bringing something new to the game. But Arvo Pärt is all those things. He brought a brand new element to musical life, and it was embraced by masses as well as by us professionals.
He's still is sort of cloistered off from the world now. I don't know how much writing he does anymore. Oops. The PASSIO program. We decided on a unique piece instead of our standard booklet for this. PASSIO.
Yes. But for now, it's just it's a mental minute. All right? 2, 3.
Arvo Pärt is known for composing this really minimalist music, and to singers, it's a real challenge to sing it. It's hard. It's really, really hard. He tends to use a group of notes, and then he reconfigures them all different ways. He throws them upside down. He puts them too close together. He adjusts the voicings so that the higher voices are singing the lower part, lower voices are singing the higher part, and you can't use all of your usual tricks to figure out how to sing it. That's who he is. I've sung some of his other pieces, and they're equally difficult. And people don't usually choose to do his work unless they know they're fully capable of pulling it off.
It's that D in et secundum in altos. That was
That's
just
all I
a
know about
little.
him. I'm not as smart as Mark Knipple. He knows the most.
You really are moving.
But what's been great is the chorus, everybody's working really hard to try to make it work in their bodies. And that's really all anyone can ask.
And then I tried to back out about a month ago and said, you guys, I probably shouldn't do it. I can find somebody to sing this. I should be helping you. And Mark and Lisa were like, no, you need to do this. And I'm exhausted. And absolutely, my body hurts. I'm just wiped out. It's such hard work.